everybody, this is Kohdok here, and today I have something interesting. Now, back in the video I made about Cookie Run Braverse, I said that I had been sent a bunch of stuff on the condition that I was to give a bunch of it away. So today, we're going to be taking a look at that, because what they sent me is an entire case of the second set of Cookie Run Braverse, the Age of Kingdoms, the Age of Legends and Kingdoms, I believe it's called. Age of Kingdoms. Oh, they're not going to tell me. Oh, the Age of Heroes and Kingdoms. There it is. So what they done is they sent me an entire 8-box booster case of cards on the condition that I give 6 of them away. Now, I mentioned this in the video, however, I did not actually attach the contest to that video because I had to employ a new method to do it, and I recently got my approval for it, so there should be a link in the description there. If you missed the giveaway, hi there, I'm sorry, but heck, if you're lucky and you do it and you're going to PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia this coming month, then I could just give this to you directly. They're actually having events at PAX Unplugged, free cards, all that jazz, try out the game. It's a fun game, so I hope you try it out. So what we're going to do is, I haven't done one of these in a while, we are going to do an unboxing video of one of these boxes. So, for those of you who are new, Cookie Run Braverse is based on the Cookie Run series of games online. There is both Cookie Run Oven Break and Cookie Run Kingdoms. This, as you might have guessed based on the name Heroes and Kingdoms, this one draws a lot more from the Cookie Run Kingdom game, but both of them are basically, if that old nursery rhyme about run, run, run as fast as you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man, got an expanded universe. So it's a world where all of the denizens are cookies who were baked by a wicked witch, essentially so that they can get gobbled up like the witch's Galactus or something. It's a wild thing. But they recently made a card game out of it, and a quick reminder for those of you who may be unfamiliar or maybe did not watch the video, and it's a shame it's a little difficult to get the hollows to look nice on here. So, the goal of Cookie Run Braverse is to get 10 levels worth of cookies into your opponent's break area, and each cookie has a level from 1 to 3, and the level is basically tied to how strong the cookie usually is. Golden Cheese Cookie here is an ancient cookie, one of the best cookies in the game, because she can actually once per game pull herself out of the break area, which essentially takes 3 points away from your opponent and allows her to attack again. And how attacks work is they do kind of look like Pokemon attacks if you look at the energy cost down here. However, rather than attaching energy cards to these cookies, you instead pay these attack costs with mana, essentially like in Magic the Gathering. The characters are free to play, and you can have 2 in play at a time, and some of them have support effects or other things like that that make them valuable to have out even if they don't attack, and each one can attack once per turn by paying their attack cost, which manifests as the amount of damage seen over here. 4 is about as good as you get. I think there might be some that hit 5, but 4 wipes out most of the most important threats. But yes, Golden Cheese Cookie is one of the ancient cookies. It is a very good card. It's basically at least a mandatory one of in any electric deck, because it allows the electric color to activate a bunch of its break area effects if it enters the break area early, and then when you start to get into the late game, it can summon itself out for free from your break area in order to generally wreak havoc. It's a good card. In fact, here it is on the box cover. There she is right there on the front of the box on the artwork there. I know the light makes it a little hard to see, but I have to have a lot of light on these things in order to work. But they also have a coalition victory where you have all 5 of the ancient cookies and their soul gems in play. Then you can win the game straight up there. And I call it coalition victory because you have all of those in the 5 soul gems. They can be in your resource area as well, but that is a cool alternate win con for this game. I actually think this game is pretty interesting. Each color has a very distinct thing. They kind of take the WeCross approach in that each color essentially has its own area that it controls. Like, there's one that has a lot of draw power, one that does a lot of aggro. The yellow controls the break area. They can either pull things out of the break area or gain more power depending on what's in the break area. Purple does a lot of stuff with discard pile. Red does a lot of direct damage and power up. It's a fun game, and I honestly think it does genuinely walk the walk for a game you would describe as easy to learn. Unlike Lorcana, which says it's easy to learn but has all sorts of weird interactions and stuff like that. This is straight up. You play the cookie, you deal cards from the top of your deck equal to its hit points. Each time it takes damage, that many cards go to the discard pile, and you might have a flip effect on that card that you can activate. And since you're flipping like 20 cards, that can be a lot of flip effects. But yeah, it's a straightforward game. I like it a lot. And I'd say there's no shame in picking up the starter decks and going straight into Ages of Heroes and Kingdoms. The artwork might not be as good, but the actual card pool of this is a lot better. The stock assets that they are using here do still look very good. It includes a lot more box toppers. It includes 4 box toppers opposed to the 1. The card pool is better. Set 1 has a lot of vanilla cookies in it. You're just generally better off getting Age of Heroes and Kingdoms. So, let's have a look at what we got. So this is one of our box toppers. It is a code card that includes a code to get some free currency inside the game. I said in the video, and I'll say it again. Stuff like this, if you're making a game that's based on something online or that can accept some kind of code, making it so that people get some kind of bonus for playing your game, that either rewards longtime fans for trying it out as kind of a thank you, or people like, hey, I like this card game, maybe I should check out the online game as well. It's always an upside to me. They've been doing this in like Neopets and the World of Warcraft game. I know Pokemon has like the free codes in there that you can use for the internet. If you're going to base it on a game, an incentive for people to play is always good. And in this case, it's a nice snazzy little art card on top of that. And then we have 2 more box toppers. We get a promotion pack, volume 3 and 4, which I believe is like a tournament pack. And then we have the Stormbringer promotion pack. So these have some good cards in them. I'm hoping I can get marzipan cookies. Apparently the marzipan cookie deck for a yellow is like the yellow deck to beat, because marzipan cookies can get bonuses from having other marzipan cookies in play. There's like 4 different marzipan cookies. Although let's see what we get inside. Inside this pack we have, the Hall of Ancient Heroes. So, select up to 1 of your ancient cookies in battle area. During this turn, the cookie's attack costs are all changed to single dot. So this is actually one of the cards that goes into the Coalition Victory deck, because it allows all of your ancient cookies to attack effectively. They're all changed to rainbow. Does that mean that it drops down to 1, or does it just change them all to rainbow costs because you have to build a rainbow deck to do the Coalition Victory? And basic macaron cookie. Place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck, then draw up to 1 card. Okay, so it's an on-play basic hand cycle, level 1, HP 3 with very low damage for its cost. I don't know, a lot of these level 1 cards that don't do a lot of damage for a high cost tend to be more of a liability, because your opponent can just ignore this. It's like, oh, it's only doing 1 damage per turn. I can just let that live and keep focus firing on his other card, whatever he has in play. So the Hall of Ancient Heroes, that's a good pull from this. So good start. A nice auspicious start. And then we have the Stormbringer, which contains, I believe, 1 foil alternate art rare card. That's how it's been for me so far, getting Mala Cookie, and I think it was Oyster Cookie in the 2 I have gotten so far. Well, Hall of Heroes is a hit. I'll leave that there. Let's see. We have... we get... Cream Puff Cookie. I won't give up. Oh, this is a pretty basic one. It's 3 damage for 4 energy. Not a very good one, but you can kind of see how the art is a little bit basic here. This isn't seriously a rare in the set, is it? I sure hope not. Let's rearrange a little bit here so that we have the packs. We have our decent hits here. I have some sleeves in case we get some more good stuff. And let us begin. So, first pack. What have we here? So, I'm going to try to keep these fairly quick. I'm not the kind of person who goes right to the hits. I like to actually show off the cards that we get. So we have Mala Cookie and Vanilla. There are still some vanilla cards in this set, but not as many as before. And I said getting a second one in a row. Here we go. Draw up to 1 card from your deck. If your support area contains 2 or more active cards. And there's actually cards that can turn cards to active, so there's a very good chance that this can go off a lot. This is a good card. Sugar Gnome. Another vanilla. Well, okay. Oh, here's a flip. Place the top 3 cards from either player's deck into the trash. And this is a purple card. Purple checks for cards in the trash. And because of how life points work, deck out is actually not a loss condition. You instead shuffle your deck back together. So, purple likes to have a lot of cards in the discard pile that activates a lot of their effects. Herb Cookie. Place 1 card from your hand into your support area. It's rested. Then if support area contains 8 cards or more, draw up to 1 card from the deck. This is a good card because it has an on-play effect. Millennial Temple. I've been looking for these because it allows me to make more use of the golden cookie. Battle on the Edge. If one of your level 3 cookies faints during this battle, select up to one of your opponent's cookies, that cookie receives 2 damage. So trap cards they're essentially instant speed cards, and they tell you exactly when you're allowed to pull them. And yeah, I know the casting costs for the cards are technically where the energy attack zone would be. And Madeline Cookie in one of the alternate costumes. So they do, even if it is stock assets, they at least use alternate costumes. So in this case, we have a Madeline Cookie in a very dark outfit. I think this is the dark chocolate outfit. I'm not sure which one it is. Then if there's another Fire Cookie in your battle area, select up to one of your opponent's cookies, that cookie receives 1 damage. So this can either do 3 damage to 1 target or spread 2 in 1. This one's actually pretty good. I'll try to speed these up, but as we get more cards introduced, I'll try to speed them up. I basically have 4 chances. My goal is to try to get Black Pearl Cookie. That's what I'm looking for. That's my favorite character in the book. Okay, alright, woohoo. If your break area is level 5 or higher, draw up to 1 card from your deck, then discard 1 card. Yep, it's in focus. Okay, Adventurer Cookie, Custard Cookie, Cream Unicorn Cookie. When this cookie faints, can be used as. When they say can be used as, I believe you're supposed to be pay blank. Select up a 1 level cookie from your break area and play them. So this allows you to recycle certain level 1 cookies. There are some level 1 cookies that you do want to recycle, ones that have like a nice on-play or setup effect. So you're still trading a level 2 for a level 1. Elder Fairy Sword, Convocation of Elders, and Licorice Cookie. Oh, I have too many of him. I have so many copies of Licorice Cookie. I've only opened like 2 boxes before this, and for some reason I already have a playset of this guy. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Then place 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck into the trash. That's a lot for a cost 2, although I guess it is a level 1. But level 1s I think are better when they have an annoying on-play effect or a strong attack. If they have a lingering effect, if we have one that has a good lingering effect, I'll pull that one out. Next pack. Oop. Okay, if your break area is level 7 or higher, this cookie gets +2 attack damage. That's from either player's battle area, place a cookie in its owner's break area. Okay, that one's not bad. Mint Choco Cookie. Cat and Caviar Cookie. View the top 3 cards of your deck. That's not bad. That's set up, even if it is expensive for its attack. When this cookie faints, place up to one of your opponent's level 2 or lower cookies from their battle area into the trash. Now, when it goes into the trash, that does not count as a break, but it does send all of the life cards to the trash as well. So it clears away an opponent's card and adds a bunch of cards that are discard pile. That's what these are for. Put your opponent's hand into their trash, then your opponent draws 2 cards. Butterfly Brooch. Chocolate Altar of the Fallen. If your opponent's trash contains at least 10 cards or more, yeah. Top of that, cookies HP into the trash, which is nice because that gets around things that prevent damage. Cookie Altar of the Fallen. 15 or more. Yeah. So see, purple has all that. Wildberry Cookie. Discard this card, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. So that allows you to send it to the trash. That's on play, but that's not bad. It allows you to, if there are cards that check for something being discarded, that's not bad. It's a little bit of free damage. Red has lots of little ways to ding for damage here and there, and that's what makes red so good. Is you have to chew up a lot of cards in your hand, but you get to throw around a little extra damage here and there. What have we next? I have been playing the game for a while. I've never actually needed to get anything. Oh, is this one of the good ones? Yeah, the other cookie gains. There's the one of the cards I would say that you should get from the first game is from the first set is the first set's version of Lilac Cookie, because that card can return itself to the hand, and if a card returns itself to the hand, then it counts for an attack. It allows you to change out for like another card, do some little surprises, get an extra attacks. It's a good card. Raised Steps, vanilla. Place one of your opponent's stage cards into the trash. That's a good one, being able to clear stages. There is also a purple yam cookie, I believe, from set 1 that does the same thing. It can also do some other cool things, but being able to clear the opponent's stage, it can do things like stop your opponent from getting off the effect here. I think pretty much everyone has a stage clearing cookie, and that's just a good idea to have. Alchemist cookie. There's also a purple alchemist cookie that has a purple costume. Place up to 1 card from the top of your deck in your support area as rested. This is a good one. Millennial Twig. Select up to 1 of your cookies. That cookie gains +1 HP for each level 3 cookie in your break area. This is what I was talking about before with Golden Cheese Cookie. You get Golden Cheese Cookie into your break area early, you get to unlock a few effects, such as this. Battle on the Edge, and Peppermint Cookie. Haven't gotten anything cool yet. Hopefully that will change soon. Hall of Ancient Heroes was a good one, though, because that works with the Coalition Victory strategy. Although the Coalition Victory strategy is kind of gimmicky and expensive. Still, it's an alternate win condition, so it's kind of cool. Oh, I think that might be something different. Vagabond Cookie, Intro Cookie, Squid Ink Cookie, Milk Cookie, Auction Cookie, Elder Fairy Sword, Convocation of Elders, and Soul Jam Light of Freedom. Okay, so this is our super rare, and this is one of the Soul Jams. It's for White Lily Cookie, who is a major character in the story. It's a little hard to show off the foiling effect because of the lighting arrangement I have here. But return 1 card from your support area to your hand and place 1 card from the top of your deck into your support area as active. Then you can equip this card to your White Lily Cookie. When that cookie attacks, set up to 1 card from your support area as active. So, not as good as some of the other Soul Jams. It's okay. It allows you to, if you have a card in your support area, you can bring it back to your hand. So, that can enable a few interesting plays. Oh, Peppermint Cookie. Discard your entire hand. Drop to 4 cards from your deck. That's good if your hand is nothing. If your hand is 0 or 1. That might actually see some play in a hybrid purple deck as well because of how it adds to your discard pile if you do it correctly. But yeah, card flow in this game is not the easiest. So more card flow isn't a bad thing. Royal Berry Cookie. Cocoa Cookie. Place 1 level 2 or higher cookie from your hand into your break area. Return up to 1 level 2 or lower cookie from your break area to your hand. And that's an on-play effect. So that allows you to essentially cycle cards like Golden Cheese Cookie. Clover Cookie. When this cookie faints, return 1 card from your support area to your hand. Draw up to 1 card from your deck. Oh, that's not bad. Aquamarine Cookie. Purple Yam Cookie. So this is not the Purple Yam Cookie I'm talking about, but Schwarzwalder. If there's a cookie that has blocker in either player's battle area, this cookie gains +1 attack damage. That's not too bad. Tower of Frozen Waves, Golden Monarch, and Strawberry Crepe Cookie. Oh, another one of you. This is another super rare. Select up to 1 cookie that is level 2 or lower from either player's battle area. Place that cookie on the top of its owner's deck. Ah, well, it has some abilities. At least it's free when you play it, then can be used as water. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card is a level 2 cookie, deal 2 damage. Oh, so it can deal 5 damage if the card you put on top is level 2. Okay, that's interesting. That has some potential there. Just have to make sure you play it alongside a level 2 cookie, and sometimes that can be complicated. But if it's something with an on-play effect like Peppermint Cookie, that might be a lot easier. So I guess Strawberry Crepe Cookie and Peppermint Cookie work fairly well. Black Raisin Cookie. Oh, I already cheated. I'm cheating. I need to stop cheating. Place 1 card from the top of this cookie's HP into the trap. Select up to 1 of your other fire cookies. It gains +1 attack. So this is an example of a nice annoying level 1 that gives little bonuses that your opponent might want to deal with. Gim Cookie. From your hand into your break area. Select up to 1 level 2 cookie in your break area and play them. Okay, so another one that does that effect. Pine Cone Cookie. That's just another one. One thing I don't like about a lot of these flips is every single one of them is attached to a vanilla character. Lord Oyster, Rockstar Cookie, Frilled Jellyfish Cookie, Miniature Dragon Boat. Return up to 3 of those cards on the cookie's HP to your hand. Oh, that's cool. Miniature Dragon Boat, that's very good if combined with, I believe it's Pepperoncino Cookie, has 6 hit points. So, fun effect. And Financier Cookie. Select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage, then take 1 card from the top of this cookie's HP and add it to the top of your other cookie's HP. Princess Cookie. During this turn, when this cookie attacks your opponent's cookie whose remaining HP is 4 or more, this cookie gains +1. That's not as good. Oh! Hey! It's Marzipan Cookie. I thought they were promo only at first, but here's one. Containment Protocol, draw up to 1 card from your deck. So there are other Marzipan Cookies that benefit from having Marzipan Cookies in play. Hooray. Abalone Cookie, Red Velvet Cookie, Olive Cookie. I think this is one of the other good ones. Select one of your other electric cookies in your battle area, place that cookie into your break area, then draw up to 2 cards from your deck. So this is something for like other cards with an on-play effect, like if you play an olive cookie, then another olive cookie to draw 2 cards. So discarding the one. Coronation and Blue Lily Cookie. Rest this card when one of your opponent's... Oh, it's blocker. Okay. -1 attack damage from level 1 cookies once per turn. But yay, I got a Marzipan Cookie. And yes, I know how to pronounce marzipan. Next, we have Lil Pepper Cookie. Oh god, that's adorable. Rain Deity Cookie. If your break area is level 5 or higher, return up to 1 level 1 cookie from your break area to your hand, then place this card in your break area. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, but it replaces the break area itself. That can have some effects, though. Beet Cookie, Custard Cookie, Financier Cookie with a different look. Amber Sugar Cookie. Place up to 3 cards on the top of either player's deck into the trash. Another good one. Cards your deck and play up to 1 Dark Cookie, then place the remaining cards in the trash. And Affogato Cookie, another one of my super rares. I should have 4 Ultras in here, and I haven't hit any. I technically 3 Ultras and 1 Secret, which can be an Ultra. Activate, place this cookie into the trash. Both players place 2 cards on the top of their decks into the trash. So that's another one with a nice setup there. Then place up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck into the trash. So another milling card. I haven't gotten Affogato Cookie before. Neat. Affogato Cookie is like the evil advisor in the Chocolate Kingdom arc. Yeah, there's like good guy cookies and bad guy cookies. Cocoa Cookie, Grand Madeline Cookie, Claire Cookie, Schwarzwalder. Oh, that's a very shiny card. Golden Monarch's Counterattack. Select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage for each level 3 cookie in your break area. So that is a bit of free damage again tied to Golden Cheese Cookie. And Churro Cookie, another super. 2 supers in a row. Then if this cookie's remaining HP is 2 or more, select up to 1 of your opponent's level 1 cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. So that's another chance to spread some damage. That's not too bad. 4 for 3 energy can be good. Assuming Churro Cookie's still in good shape, but it'll be in good shape the turn you play it. So, looks like there's some... And that's another one that could be annoying to bring back if your opponent likes using a lot of annoying level 1s. And most of the level 1s that are worth using only have 2 hit points. So that's just a good way to do some good spread or some good direct, depending on how you're feeling. Now the sauce. Ginger Brave. If your hand contains 5 cards or less, this cookie takes no damage from effects. But that doesn't affect... Oh, Moon Rabbit Cookie. Then can be used as Dark. Then you pay Dark. Select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies whose remaining HP is 2 or less. Place it into the trash. Herb Cookie, Millennial Temple, Battle on the Edge, and Mercurial Night Cookie. If your support area contains 5 cards or more, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Okay, that's a little bit. Better if it has like a bounce effect. I don't know how many other cards have good bounce effects. And green is the ramp deck, by the way, so it can set up pretty quickly. And next... Oh, an investor. If your break area is level 6 or higher, select up to 1 of your opponent's cookies whose remaining HP is 2 or more. It receives 1 damage. Okay. Carrot Cookie. Rai Cookie. Heart of the Deep Sea. Millennial Jade Deer. And Moon Rabbit Cookie. And this is another blocker that takes less damage. And I have a secret version of the Moon Rabbit Cookie that is her giant rabbit form. I keep forgetting that's a girl. Pretty sure that's a girl. It's hard to tell with these darn cookies which ones are male or female sometimes. Like Golden Cheese Cookie, if I didn't like actually know from the event, how many of you would have guessed? Let's see. We still haven't gotten an Ultra yet. Little Pepper Cookie... Rain Deity, Gold Citrine Cookie. That's the mermaid set. So there's a whole mermaid set that goes with Cream Puff Cookie. Oh, that's adorable. Amber Sugar Cookie, and Soul Gem Light of Passion. So that's the Soul Gem for Holly Berry Cookie. Select up to one of your opponent's cookie. That cookie receives 2 damage. Then you can equip this card to your Hollyberry cookie. Okay. So 2 damage. Pretty basic. That's not bad. Because it can also go with Hollyberry cookie. Hollyberry is a tanky character as with her big shield. So being able to do some damage is nice. Still no, I think it might be all of my SRs. But I'll be able to do a good count once we get through here. Raspberry cookie. Select up to one of your opponent's level 1 cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage, and that's on play. That's a good one. Angel cookie. Angel cookie in the cheese cookie outfit, looking like Medjet, I think. Avocado cookie. Lobster cookie. Ew. Lobster cookies sound atrocious unless they actually are like crackers or something. Prune juice cookie. Kuinaman cookie, I think. Mushroom spore punch. The new Guardian's power and oyster cookie. Discard 1 card, select it to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Then place this cookie on the top of your deck. With only 1 HP, so you're supposed to basically use her effect constantly. Raspberry cookie, angel cookie, avocado. These look familiar. Or punch, the new Guardian's power, and licorice cookie again. I swear, that's 2 in the same box. Ugh, annoyance. How many have we opened so far? It's 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think that's all the super rares. I think it's 5 super rares per box, but no ultras and no secret yet. Well, let's see what else we get. Oh, nope. Mystic Opal cookie. There's another one. View the top 3 cards of your deck. So it lets you scry 3. Okay, that's cool. That's a good flip. Kumiho cookie. Select 5 dark cards from your trash that do not have flip. Return them to your deck and shuffle it. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. Cool. Well, and Stardust cookie. I think I have the secret for this one. Wrath of the Golden Falcon. Then pay 1. Select up to one of your opponent's cookies whose remaining HP is 1. Put that cookie in your opponent's break area. That also bypasses damage reduction. And the 2 for 2 is pretty equivalent there. And that's another case where you can do direct or spread. Cookie, ginger brave, parfait cookie, butter parfait, egg battle on the edge, and butter roll cookie, dough experiment. So place 1 card from your support area into the trash, select up to 1 other cookie in your battle area, and set them as active. Okay, cool. That allows you to do multiple attacks. Like if you have one of your stronger cards in play and you want to attack again. And it doesn't say it has to be a ready card from your support area. Your support area is your lands, your mana zone. Basically, this game does mana zones like Dragon Ball, like Duel Masters, and all of its duplicates that do any card as resource. So, for the Coalition Victory card, you can put all the Soul Gems and stuff into your support area as well. This essentially lets you burn out your... It's a good card design here, because the goal of green is to ramp a whole bunch, but something I discovered when designing my own card game, I had a character that was really good at drawing cards, but then I didn't give him anything to do with it, so I invented a card that allowed them to discard the cards they drew to do damage. That worked out pretty well. Oh, I think I see something there. Oh, could that be what it is? I think it is. Oh no, do we have another case of Kohdok box luck? Oh, there she is. Yep. Metal Seedramon. Got the call out, got the card I was looking for. It's the ultra rare Black Pearl cookie. Select 1 level 1 cookie from your opponent's battle area or state, or 1 stage card from either player's stage area and place it on the bottom of the owner's deck. During this turn, this cookie gains +1 attack damage. Then discard 2 cards, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 2 damage. So, basically it allows you to do some fun stuff where you get rid of stuff. I also just really like Black Pearl Cookie, a fun tragic character that turns into a gigantic monster. Giant woman looking down on me. Giant woman. She stands at 8'3". Yeah, that's a hit. That's exactly what I wanted. Pack opening's over, so I got exactly the card I was looking for. Oh, the Kohdok box luck strikes again. All right. Okay. A lot of cool repeats. And these are adorable designs, even though these are stock assets. I do like that they're using a lot of the alternate costumes so that we can really enjoy these characters. And Tart Tatang Cookie. During this turn, if your opponent's cookie faints from this cookie's attack, set this cookie as active. It does only 1 damage, but this has the chance to get annoying, especially if you do things that buff its attack, like the cards that increase its attack by 1 or 2. I think there's one if its HP is only 1, it can buff its attack by 2, so that can do some real hurt in a hurry, because that can be a 3rd attack on your turn. And before you ask, I do have Sea Fairy Cookie as well, so they can be friends again. Aquamarine Cookie, there's another mermaid. And yeah, so there's well, did my job for me. There's a green one and a purple one. This is one of the most basic of the cosmetic costume changes, but I do like how they are making use of these alternative arts for these sorts of things. Well, Twig, Battle on the Edge, and another Oyster Cookie. But yeah, I'm so happy I got the card I was looking for. That never happens, well, except when it's me. I always get the good stuff. Always when I film. When I don't film, I don't always get what I want. Princess Cookie, another Marzipan Cookie, hooray. Fig Cookie, Lord Oyster, and Smoked Cheese Cookie. Smoked cheese. Smoked cheese ga aru kai? Oh, it also allows you to play cards in the break area after doing 4 damage. Especially if it's level 1s with on-play effect, and Smoked Cheese Cookie has some ideas. So there's like a level 1 strategy for yellow, where you get a lot of the on-play effects of the level 1s by trashing them and bringing them back. There's ones that check for level 2s, ones that check them for level 3s. Lots of fun break area shenanigans. I'm surprised it's taken so long for even our first Ultra to show up. Candy Diver Cookie. Reveal the top 1 card and place the bottom from the bottom of your deck. If that card's a cookie, place that card on top of your deck. If it is non-cookie, add that card to your hand. Okay, cool. Frilled Jellyfish Cookie, Miniature Dragon Boat, Fairy Kingdom, and oh, there's an ancient Dark Cocoa Cookie. Select up to 2 of your opponent's cookies. Place up to 1 card from the top of each of their cookies' HP into the trash. So this thing can bring the hurt just by being played. Then 3 damage, then select 1 of your opponent's cookies, place up to 1 card from the top of that cookie's HP into the trash. So it can become 4 damage, which can again be spread out. That's another good one. So that's another ancient. I now have 2 of the ancient cookies. Personally, I would have liked Holly Berry Cookie, but there's still a chance, and I haven't pulled the secret. So we're going to have to see what we got. Those might be saving themselves for the end. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, Little Pepper Cookie, Rain Deity, Prophet Cookie, Amber Sugar Cookie, Bittersweet Incense. Whoa! SSR. So this is a super... Oh, this is a good one. So this is my secret. This is Sorbet Shark Cookie. This is the secret rare version of Sorbet Shark Cookie. So Sorbet Shark Cookie has a super rare that uses the same artwork, but it's not like a barrier breaker. It's a good card, too. Place this cookie at the bottom of your deck. If your hand contains 5 or less and there is a water cookie in your battle area, draw up the 2 cards from your deck. So it sends itself to the bottom and doesn't even do that. It doesn't even have to break itself to give you a free draw. So it also can get an attack in before it does that. And it's an activate, so it's not an on-play effect. So it can do all sorts of fun stuff. And that's pretty good for a secret rare to be a super normally. That's a good card. That's a good pull. Because Sorbet Shark Cookie is very, very good. Thanks to it basically gives you free card flow. Princess Cookie, Marzipan Cookie. Yay, I don't think I got any Marzipan Cookies in my other boxes, but yay, Marzipan Cookie. Custard Cookie. I love these designs. These designs are so great. Coronation and Butterroll Cookie. We've already seen him. That's pretty good. Sorbet Shark Cookie has a very fun story. You know The Little Mermaid? How the Disney version specifically, about how she's interested in a man, yes, but she's more interested in going to the surface and seeing what's up, but loses her ability to speak. That's literally the story of Sorbet Shark Cookie. He loses his ability to speak, but when he's on land. He can speak perfectly fine when he's underwater because he turns back into his Mershark form, but it's kind of funny. Actually, this sleeve's kind of tight. These perfect fits. That one feels better. Okay. Mala Sauce. Gold Citrine. I think I've looked at her already. Battle on the Edge, and Madeline Cookie. 3 left. Nope, that's not it. Wild Berry. 2. At least I'm pretty sure it's 3 ultras per box, unless I miscalculated. Either way, if it's only 2, and my calculations are wrong, I still got a couple of really good ultras. Raspberry cookie. Medjed. I love the Medjed cookie. Blueberry pie cookie. If there is a level 3 cookie in your battle area, both players place the top 3 cards in their decks into their trash. And that's activate, so that's at will, if combined with dark cacao cookie. And final pack. If my analysis is correct, then we have one more ultra, or I've totally missed out. Oh. I mean, I got the card I wanted. I can't complain about this box at all. Nope. Scoville, Headmaster. He, Red Velvet, Rye, Heart of the Deep Sea, Millennial Jade Deer, and another smoked cheese cookie. But, okay, so it's 2 ultras and 1 secret per box. Maybe I had an abnormal box or something where I thought I'd gotten 3, but ain't that just a pretty little setup right there. So, yeah, that is a look at what you can get in the box, although it is a shame that something as foundational and good as Sorbet Shark Cookie, which seems like an auto-include in any blue deck thanks to its ability to cycle itself, it's a shame that it's at super rare, but this is a pretty good card to get at secret rare. You can see how it says here SSR. On the card it says SSR. That is for secret super rare. If it's a secret of a regular rare, it says SEC. And yes, there are sewers. Dark Cacao Cookie and Black Pearl Cookie both have supers, but I didn't get either of them. But, you know, I got exactly the card I was setting out to get, so I can't say I was at all disappointed. The collector part of me is pretty satisfied with what I got. The only thing I might have liked is maybe Holly Berry Cookie instead of Dark Cacao Cookie, but hey, not bad for what I got so far. Also, finally, some more marzipan cookies. Most of the marzipan cookies are like promos, and they gain bonuses if there are more marzipan cookies in play. So this is a good card for the electric deck right now. I did not get the matching Soul Jam, which is a little unfortunate, although I think I now have at least 4 of the Soul Jams. I don't know if I have another one. Hall of Ancient Heroes was a fun thing to get in the topper, so not a little bad spread there, and a lot of fun support cards for all of them. I do wish that they pushed the rares a bit more. Like, these are technically based on the fancy art you get when you pull one of these characters in the actual game. I wish we got those for the rare cookies as well, that same kind of push, rather than this sort of just generic checker background. This is a little bit disappointing. Although disappointing, the Stardust Cookie secret is just a picture of him again. So it's basically this exact same picture. So like I said, as far as stock assets go, you can do a whole lot worse than this. The stock assets do at least look nice. They don't look like garbage screenshots like so many of these games that use those sorts of shots are prone to do. But yeah, I'm going to be going back and working on my decks. Maybe I should start making a blue one now that I have more Sorbet Sharks and a Black Pearl Cookie. But yeah, not a bad box. And do feel free to check out the giveaway. And until next time, this is Kohdok signing off.